Take 3. Okay, I'll get this podcast up today, I swear. All right, hello there and welcome to Adventures in Knitting with Jen, episode 67. So it is a bit of a scorcher here where I am in my summer home, kind of, that's what I call it anyways, outside of Ottawa, and it feels like 37 degrees, so I'm going to probably make this really short and sweet. And just bring you up to date on my finished objects. So the first one is what I'm wearing, and that is the Pineberry by Audrey Borrego. It is a free pattern. And yeah, I really love it. It is a wrap top, and I did add sleeves, a little sleeve to it, just a little. Because I just prefer that, and yeah. So, there you go. See it all? I like wearing it over, you know, dresses, or this I'm wearing a linen pantsuit right now, so it's perfect. And yeah, probably not going to be wearing it long because of the heat. So, and it did use 3 skeins for this because of that. Well, the pattern eats up more yarn than a like regular stocking stitch would, and like the lace mesh, whatever you want to call it, and the straps are really long, so I have like that much yarn left. Probably enough to make a pair of socks, maybe. So the second finished object is my nephew's sweater. I am finally finished. I started this last December in hopes of giving it to him for Christmas, but yeah, I didn't get it finished. I had 1 sleeve left to do, so I have completed the sleeve, and yeah, really happy with it. I got this yarn at Wool Time in Ottawa, and it was 5 balls for $30, so that's a pretty good deal, and I used 4.5 for this. My mom was like, "Oh, are you sure it's gonna fit him?" I'm like, no. I did have my nephew, who is older and taller than him, try it on, and it fit him, so I think it'll fit Lachlan. This will match his eyes. He has the bluest eyes. Whew. So yeah, excited about that. That's gonna get put away and stored until Christmas. Alrighty, and next finished object, hold on. Alright, working through my fingering weight stash. For those of you who are new here, one of my goals was to work through all of the fingering weights, like sweater quantities that I had, and yeah, use them up because I don't really knit fingering weight anymore since I discovered the joys of DK, and well, once in a while is okay, but I just wanted to use it all up, so used up 2. And both of these projects I started in February, so they've been on the needle for a long time. Obviously they haven't been a full focus. Actually, maybe this one started in March, I don't remember. I'll probably look back on here and find out. Anyways, it is the Mount Pleasant by Nodecker, or Pippin Pin, which, yeah, they have, she's pretty big in the whole designing world. Yeah, so it has this lace on the bottom. It is really cropped, you can see here, but this is fine because this is like a linen pantsuit and it fits perfectly at the waist. So that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, to wear over high-waisted skirts and dresses and pants. Yeah. It is 10% linen and 90% wool. Probably something I'm not going to be wearing too much in the summer. But yeah, when I go back to school, it'll be good in the fall and the spring. And on a cold night in the summer if we get any, because we have not been getting any right now, and I could use some. That is all my finished objects. 3 big ones though, so I'm really happy with that. And now on to whips. Alright, so if you watched my little travel vlog, you know that I bought some yarn when I was in Winnipeg. Evolution silk sock. And yeah, I did have another pair that I was knitting, like it was a purple, but I ripped them out because the pattern that I was trying to do was from Summer Lee's books, the sock project, and it was just knits and pearls, but it was just too complicated for me to do. You know, I had to like pay attention, and I just didn't want to do that right now. I'm on vacation. I don't want to be thinking too hard about anything. So there we go, a little sock. They're going to be like a summer sock because it is silk, cotton, wool, silk, and nylon. So they are really, I don't know if they're going to make, like it says socks, but they're really pretty. And I am just picking up for the heel, as you can see. Or the foot. Anyways, they feel really nice and silky. I'm not sure how good they're gonna stay up. I did 64, and now I'm feeling I should have done 52, but whatever. They're really nice. The material is so nice. So yeah, working on those. That's my, like, you know, waiting for appointments, church, knitting, hanging out. I did go to my community here, my town that I live in has like a little knitting group on Thursday, so I actually went to it. That was fun to meet other knitters. And yeah, so socks, everyone was working on socks. Well, a lot of people were. Because they're just so easy to work on when you're visiting. So those are, yeah, not really a high priority. They're just getting done whenever I have a minute. And yeah, I know I said I was going to start a dress, but I haven't started it yet. I don't know why. Got a little bit of like, I don't know. Anyways, I am always searching for like short, like cropped, kind of short sleeve cardigans to wear in the summertime and in the spring too. Just because, you know, like this is, what do you call it? Not really spaghetti straps, but like thin straps, and it's just not, I'm not always comfortable wearing those depending on what situation you're in. Anyways, especially for school, not appropriate. So you want to wear something over top, and I have a hard time finding that. It's very hard to find it. Short sleeve. You can find long sleeve, but not short sleeve. So of course, what am I going to do? Knit my own. Oh, and of course I forgot the ball with it. Anyways, I am starting the Frills cardigan by Safia. Yeah, and I just started it. It's just a basic like raglan cardigan, but then you double up on your stitches when you pick up for the button band and collar. It's all one, so that'll be a lot of stitches to pick up, but whatever. And then you knit for a couple and then bind off, so it gives you a little frill, so it'll be cute. And this is yarn that I had left over, and it's, Ravelry says this is sport, and of course I forgot the ball of yarn inside that had the actual label. I have 4 skeins of this. I don't think I'll need 4, probably only need 3, but Ravelry says this is a sport weight, and the pattern calls for sport weight, but my gauge was way off. Of course, I'm a loose knitter. Anyways, oh, I have a lovely breeze right now. Me sitting out here doing wool, in my wool. Oh, I needed that. So a couple summers ago, I bought this when I was on my like discovering like linen existed, and this is 50% linen, 50% cotton. It is really scratchy, kind of. Like it's not soft at all, but that's fine. And yeah, it's like a gray. Yeah, it has like white and gray. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, it kind of looks taupey. The combo together. I went down a needle size. I'm knitting this on 3.25, and I probably could have gone down more because the gauge calls for 22 stitches and I have 16 on this. I wasn't going down to another needle size. No way, I'm not knitting. No. The frill will be knit on 2.75, I think. Because I don't have 3. Well, I could always buy some maybe. But I don't have 3 in my Chow Goo set. I don't have 3 millimeters. It just goes 3.25 down to 2.75. Anyways, I've said I'm going to make the medium because I'm off by 4 stitches. That's a lot. If I was going to knit the large, which was what I would normally knit, yeah, I'd probably end up being an extra large. So hoping that I don't need to, yeah, I'll just make the medium and that should be okay, hopefully. So yeah, I've been working away on that. That's it. Only 2 whips right now because, yeah, I will start that dress soon. I don't know, I got a mental block about it. I did make I have all the yarn, and I did do a gauge swatch, and I'm off gauge on that as too, but I don't want to go down anymore, so I'm going to knit the medium in it as well, because I think then it'll balance out, hopefully. I don't know, I don't know why. In other news, I have started sewing, or trying to teach myself how to sew. So I did buy a little sewing machine, and yeah, so far I'm just hemming curtains and pants, but getting the hang of it. I do want to make a skirt. I did buy some material to practice on, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be a sewing finished object one of these days. There's this pattern online where it's like based on the traditional, well, not traditional, traditional is a weird word to use, like a Victorian petticoat kind of deal, and so you just use ties. Like the skirt has like a back that you tie and then a front that you tie together, so you don't have to do any like zippers or buttonholes or anything like that. So ideally would be a good way to practice for a new sewist, but we'll see. I am kind of just doing it while my mom was gone this week, so I like vomited all over the kitchen, but gotta be considerate. She wouldn't care really, but also I know she wouldn't really like having her whole kitchen eaten up by all these little bits and pieces either, so our house is small, you know, it's really small. It works for us, but not much room to just spread out, which is fine, but I'll do my sewing when she's not here. Yeah, that's all I am working on right now, trying to survive the heat. Oh, there's actually a lovely breeze right now. It's not unbearable. And hopefully this take 3 worked. And you can hear me because I don't have a microphone. I have a microphone up in my other home, but not here. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, enjoying my summer, getting lots of knitting in, trying to handle the heat. I'm a northern girl, man. I'd rather be cold. And my gardens are kind of sad. Maybe I'll stick some pictures in later in a year. Oh, because the weeds have taken over and it's just too much. I'm gonna hire somebody to come in and reduce my gardens by like, yeah, so I only have a quarter left. Because it's just too much. Too much. They're beautiful, but it's just too much for me. Because it can't be. I'm not dealing with the heat well. Not at all. So, and then when you want to go outside at night to like weed or whatever, it's mosquitoes are everywhere and you're getting eaten alive. Like it's just, there's no, I don't know. True gardeners, I guess, wouldn't care. Maybe I'm not a true gardener. Like, oh dear. But they're holding up pretty good. It's all a learning process, right? Okay, enough rambling. I need to get inside and take this off and put it away for a cold day or a colder day, not when it feels like 37 degrees. Oh, and no rain in sight. We had a lot of rain, but now it looks like it's... Anyways, that's alright. Makes going to the beach really lovely at night. We usually go at like 5:30, 6 o'clock for a dip, and it's lovely at that time of day. The water here, where the beach we go, is St. Lawrence River, and it's freezing cold. Always. Which is an appeal. Other beaches around here, the water kind of gets lukewarm, but this one is always freezing cold, so it's very refreshing, as my mother likes to say. But the initial plunge is... Okay, I said enough rambling, and here I go, rambling on again. Look at that, 16 minutes. Maybe not so short after all. All right, goodbye for real now.